All right, I think we're live. Hey, good Sunday morning, Utah. Beautiful weather across much of the southern half of the state, cloudy and warm across northern Utah. Just can't shake these warm temperatures just yet. So we're still dealing with about 15, 20 degree or more above normal highs. So looks pretty dismal when we look up at the higher elevations, see the lack of snow along the Wasatch Back. But yeah, Deer Valley this morning. Moisture moving in from the west is what's giving us some of the cloud cover that we're seeing out there. Temperature-wise, look at Alta right now. So keep that in mind as far as these temperatures up at the higher elevations, base of the resorts, well above freezing. We're in the 50s for the valley, at least for Harriman, Draper, Salt Lake, 42 in Provo, a little colder pool of air for Utah County, but temperatures even colder in Cedar City and St. George, so southern Utah, than we have up at our resorts with the moisture, the flow that's in place right now. So just pretty bizarre to see some of this weather pattern this late in the season. Today is officially winter solstice, so happy solstice. If you're celebrating, all of us should celebrate the start of winter with something to hopefully shake things up. I hope Mother Nature will kind of kick into gear as well, bring in colder air. But forecast today for the mountains, we're going to stay even upper 30s, near 40 degrees with a chance of rain, if not maybe a wintry mix. The high peaks will still see some snow, but snow levels will be running around 9,000, 9,500 feet this afternoon, which is incredibly high. That's just, the high peak seeing some snow, and we're not expecting really minimal impacts and accumulation. So Doppler radar showing very little moisture out there on this Sunday morning. Most of it's to the north of us. So you can see up in southeast central Idaho, snow for the southern mountains, central mountains of the state, but a bit of a wintry mix falling along the Snake River Plain, if not just rain. And for the entire West Coast, they're getting slammed in Northern California, Oregon, the high Sierras with another atmospheric river event forecasting 2 to 6 inches of rain. The high Sierras expecting feet of snow, some places even 6 to 8 feet of snow for this upcoming storm and week, with another atmospheric river event on tap. So we're starting to see some of the storms generate, kind of the big ones that we are going to need to help make up some of our deficit in snowpack at the higher elevations. But with these atmospheric river events, we're mild, and we are not going to see the lower snow levels like we want. We want snow in the valley. So this is a quick model run through early Tuesday. So notice a few sprinkles across the valley, not expecting much today. Most of it's to the north of us. The band of moisture lifts north with high pressure building in temporarily. So we're going to see things kind of dry out. Temperature wise today, plan on warmer than yesterday, 58 or so for Salt Lake City, with mostly cloud cover sticking around. Normal high is 38, so 20 degrees above normal. Not a record today, but we are expecting record highs, excuse me, for the first part of this next week. So, or the first part of the work week, shortened work week, hopefully for you. So 60s down in southern Utah. What else? Let's see. So yesterday we hit 52 in Salt Lake City. And so that was now, this graphic's taking a while to load. So now that we've had 11 50 degree or warmer days, that puts us at 4th place for the month for the most number of 50 degree or warmer days. And the all-time record is actually tied from 1933 and 1939 for 16 days. And we're going to hit it today. And then we also have in the forecast several more 50 degree days. So we're looking at potentially setting or breaking, possibly tying the all-time record warmest December. We're already trending warmest right now. Our average temperature is 42.8 degrees. The warmest December on record, the average at least was 41.9 from 1917. And so with more 50 plus days through pretty much the end of the year. We're likely going to have the warmest December on record and have the most number of triple digits. I'm thinking summer 50-degree or warmer days as well. I was trying to find the bar graph that shows the temperature trend, but we'll get to that with the 7-day. So with that, we do have a bit of an active trend still. Mentioned a few showers today, early tomorrow, otherwise kind of dry Tuesday into the first part of Wednesday. Wanted to show you, though, our Christmas storm system. So if you're traveling along western states, for the most part, we're pretty mild. Valleys will see rain. Higher passes will start to see travel impacts with snow levels coming down a little bit. But right now, this is Christmas Eve, about 5 o'clock. Plan on fairly widespread shower potential into Christmas night or Christmas Eve night and Christmas morning. So Thursday morning, snow at the higher elevation. So yeah, this is a milder storm where it's coming in from the southwest, but at least we're getting moisture. So that's good news, especially at our higher elevations. We really need the snow. And then eventually the low pressure system that's going to be feeding all that energy into the western states starts to cut itself off and slide onshore. And that'll kind of cut off moisture for us over the weekend, potentially bringing in some colder air. Should help drop our temperatures a little bit. But as far as are we going to see snow, it's still not looking good for the valleys, at least. It's starting to look pretty impressive for the mountains. In fact, some of the early moisture outlooks show that even our southern valleys, St. George, could have an inch or so of moisture fall with that storm system for Christmas or for Wednesday, Thursday, and into the weekend. So one of the early snowfall guesstimates show southern mountains really benefiting from that Christmas storm, which would be phenomenal. They desperately need the snow as well, just as much as up north. And this model showing maybe a little bit more through that same time frame in northern Utah. I wanted to show you the rain real quickly. Forecasted moisture. So just look at this is through Sunday to Sunday. Yeah, really good. You can't see my mouse. Rainfall amounts, precipitation for southern half of the state. And it should be pretty steady moisture. So not expecting flooding per se, but we could, if we do get too much too quickly, that could be a cause for concern. We'll be watching that. Heaviest moisture looks to be Christmas Eve, though, Wednesday night into Thursday for much of the state. As far as forecast today goes, plan on kind of what we've been seeing the last several days. A little warmer temperatures out there. We have Alta sitting right around 41 today, kind of all day long. 50s and 40s for northern Utah, Park City 49. The valleys for the Wasatch Front, at least, lower elevations looking at upper 50s. Centerville, Salt Lake, Eagle Mountain, southern Utah, 50s and 60s expected, with partly cloudy skies. 53 Bryce Canyon Blanding 51, and St. George at 64. So dang it, we're not going to get the white Christmas this year. So at least in the valleys, we'll have to head up to the higher elevations. If you want some snow, we should be getting it. So I'm going to check snow levels real quick, see if they've updated with some of the later model runs. Just 1 second. So weather.utah.edu. So the University of Utah's website, they have atmospheric sciences page. So as we get into Wednesday night, snow levels 8,000, above 8,000, 9,000 feet initially, dropping Christmas morning to about 7,000, maybe 7,500 feet. So yeah, I mentioned it yesterday. Park City is right around 7,000 feet, so we might even just have a wintry mix for the mountain valleys. But at least some healthy snow, it's looking like, higher up. In fact, let me pull up that site for you so you can see it as well. Weather.utah.edu. Just to show you some of the early snowfall guesstimates. I think they're fun to look at. These plumes. Share screen. Department of Atmospheric Sciences. So this is an ensemble forecast. These are spaghetti plots, essentially, showing different model runs. If you look to the top right, that pink and purple graph shows on the left 10, 20, 30 inches of snow, and it's showing that Christmas Eve, Christmas Day storm could put maybe 5 to 10 inches of snowfall down. But with the storm continuing into the weekend, hopefully we get a foot or two of snow in the upper Cottonwoods. For Salt Lake City, still not looking good, but we could get the left side of the screen, the browns and tans showing the amount of moisture we could get. Generally, the consensus is closer to a quarter, maybe a half of an inch of precipitation for the first couple of, or for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then into the weekend we could get closer to an inch of precipitation, but the likelihood of seeing snow still pretty minimal with warmer temperatures in store. So kind of fun to look at. So yeah, no snow. Let's see, one of the comments came through. Let's take away that page. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying. Stop sharing your weekend. Yeah, not a lot of rain today, enough to maybe ruin your car wash, but and it's even warm enough you just need a sweater out there for the most part, or maybe a rain jacket. But enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll continue to monitor any changes or updates. But for now, have a good Sunday and happy solstice.